So welcome back everyone to the second part of Let's Make Our Smart Optimization Smarter. Previous videos for more summary. Long story short, good that I took a closer look because it was freaking broken for the most part. Anyway, so what was broken when I ended the other live stream, I figured it will take some minutes. As boring as drop frames, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Doxer script on one modem. What a garbage. 110 drop frames already. So debugging this org script because it's we're doing in 2020 GNU org, and also adding some comments that I actually remember what freaking is going on there. It turned out that it didn't even had an effect for the SED package here. So much to smart optimization, and so smart it doesn't even do something. The issue was make that again with debug and stuff to the log. Drop frames, man. People watching video like crazy here. Let's see. Yeah, if it goes over 10%, I will restart it. But yeah, basically not only when I do something, but also when other people do something, better tested. And so let's grab for news, new O2 and so capital because, and now we have here indeed, like we should have it, new command O2, and in this package it's only one file, and I tested this. One file is of course not very many, but certainly SED execute makes somewhat sense. The reason that is not so many, I double checked this, and indeed it was it SED? What are we even compiling here? Alright, this is the wrong, constantly too many directories. And the other, I was wondering why we have here also regex stuff. So this is GNU GNUlib stuff that I guess it doesn't build. It's anyway not in I grabbed here for this stuff. So the other stuff, also the wrong file. The other stuff is really not built for some GNUlib stuff. So yeah, whatever, YOLO, for another day. But so what did not work is that here it's using SED execute C, and this might be a new thing. Maybe a decade ago, 15 years ago, this wasn't done. I've changed this here, so this never matched. So the problem was this for this package here, this never matched because we have in the profile from OProfile, our previous report, also too many terminals. So we have here not this prefix, and very theoretically, the problem is this is now some imbalance and not as easy because this depends on the build system, whether it's using paths relative to the top level there, and then certainly we can't always use this prefix if we say, okay, usually there's some prefix. Now, of course, this will rarely work if think about large projects like Firefox and Chrome. They might build 50 sub-projects and stuff and change into there. So the most universal solution we previously had here from Claire only the files, and sure, there can be collisions, but the worst thing that happens if there are collisions like Firefox with gazillions of 5,000 of files, yeah, then we just optimize one file more. It doesn't really matter too much. So what I did here, because this clearly didn't match SED execute to just execute, I changed this here. I guess this was already an issue a decade ago, 15 years ago, when Claire implemented this. So much to testing, more testing. But also for ICE, if you do this alone, like if I do here something and test, it might work for me, and then someone else tries it on Firefox, and it's like, yeah, whatever, it doesn't work. So yeah, so we remove here this path prefix. So the way this works, I also took the opportunity to add here some. First of all, I add here some spaces. Previously, the coding style was a little bit space-wise, and also some comments. So this is argument 1, read in the smart profile database. Argument 2, read command list from standard in, and then here also remove path prefix and look up hot file. So this line is new as of removing any prefix of this arguments of SED, GNU, Firefox, third party, whatever, something. And yeah, so as you see, this works now. I guess now we can finally ship it, now that it works. I wonder what happens with if we run, like, can we, yeah, does something. So what this did is generates the copyright stuff, and we can be so nice because somehow Claire didn't have a copyright there, the creator of Rock Linux. Rock Linux not there anymore. Let's pay some tribute to her and put here also Rock Linux because yeah, attention to detail wasn't there previously, and now it adds that, so that is fair. I would say so svn diff, this is diff stat, this is as per previous video, sorting this in profile files. I think this is pretty cool. Adapting this, fixing this, and removing this. So this is, yeah, leave in the comments below. For me, this is a nice refactoring and not so nice drop frames. So commit this. Refactored smart optimization, fixed it. Okay, we can also give this fixed to match file names without path, prefix, and split the scripts smartdb into per package profile files, whatever. I guess it's pretty cool, and now it actually freaking has some more effect. And as you know, we love to fix stuff, especially our own. And of course, this is not all. We have two more things, or not one more thing, two more things. Also, my coffee is empty though. Let's make it smarter. Smarter, aka maybe we want to optimize this more. Doesn't cost us much. Whether it was this here or yeah, let's add this here of smart. We have here none, debug, lazy, size, speed, fast, and we probably have to smarter optimizing profile database, and with smarter for now. By the way, we probably do we have something smarter. What I mean with smarter is maybe someone, and again, possibilities are endless. We can add there gazillions or humongous, really many options. It's nearly for free. And with smarter for now, we can say, okay, if we already optimize, maybe optimize a little bit more, especially as probably since then, when Claire did this 2003, some years later, not sure, maybe 2005, 6, 7, we got tree vectorization, auto-vectorization of single instruction, multiple data. So maybe you want O3. And obviously, many of you will agree that smart anything and all of this. So basically, that would be F, and we can actually maybe name this opt equals optimize O2, and or better like that, and so that we conditionalize here of if this is smart config, it should be defined, but now we can quote it or not. It should already exist, but whatever. So smart opts equals smarter than, oops, pressed U, that was not the most smart thing, equals smarter than opt equals O3, otherwise O2, and then we place here opt, and oh wait a second, this was wrong. size OS also. Yeah. Very theoretically for Clang we could fix or also implement OSet for even smaller, and oh yeah, only 4% drop frames at 2.5, but I really await this DOCSIS 3.1 router to modem. Of course this goes here too, so opt, and wait a second, Smarter, do we have here something else? So this would be F and opt of O3 and O2, because then we optimize the heck out of it. Maybe that is even cooler. Certainly, you also see this is certainly smarter to have this here in variables and not copy this whole block. Some young Padawan might just copy the whole block, but in my opinion, not duplicating here all the rest of this and just having here opt and there. Theoretically, again, we could make these options for optimize for speed and size and have the user add there something like set theoretically for CLang, but yeah, we will see. Also, I think set for CLang is really smaller, so that will result in really, as seen in previous videos there on the mod channel, Musel and Clang, set will result in significant less performance, so maybe that's not even the most favorable. Maybe theoretically, maybe anyway. So yeah, let's test this, because as we've seen, if we don't test this, it's broken. So let's build SED, once with smart and then with smarter. And then theoretically I should actually do some benchmark, but you see, well, certainly testing, more testing, benchmark certainly some form of testing. And to determine how much performance this really brings. But with my preference of keeping the ISO small and not clobbering caches, especially on good old vintage Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture, Spark, ARM, MIPS, you name it, SG Octane, P3, previous videos. It was better 15 years ago, probably it's still better, but theoretically, leave in the comments below if you want to see some proper benchmarks. So we only need to set and grep for speed, and so this is OSO2, and size is this is anyway in one, so this was pointless. Speed O2 and OSet. So then let's config default config of smart and be smarter, and do this again and see if we this time get hopefully O3. Moment 1000. I mean, it's there. It's set. It's a previous video. Vodafone lied to us. Waiting 1.5 years. Never trust your ISP. 4.2. Yeah, 2.5. I mean, 2.5 Mbit on a 50 Mbit cable connection and 50 Mbit upstream. 500 freaking Mbit downstream. 50 Mbit upstream, and can't even get 2.5 Mbit. It's so sad. Previous video. So yeah, but this is then not all. This was only one more thing. Now we have even more thing. So now we have speed O3, and there you see the stuff. By the way, maybe we fully test this of make clean, because if we already test this, we certainly can test this the most. Wrapper debug eval. This stuff with piping this, and then grepping new O2 is not in there, OS is everything, and smarter is O3. That freaking works. Amazing thing. Thumbs up. We can ship it. If we would work at Microsoft, we already would have some amazing Ship It award standing here for shipping outstanding stuff. But we are not Microsoft, so we don't have a Ship It award. I've run this script commit mostly for generating the copyright in case. Also, here somehow is some fishy. There's something with the indentation. I really hate that. So some stuff was, yeah, some of the stuff here is, that is, why has someone used, I don't like this. Okay, maybe I leave it for that for now. Because I don't, in general, don't find it a good style. Also, actually we could test touch, because the smarter we added a smart, we added the backslash there at the end, so that we could actually replace that, then that is in line, and then we have only some other old there. Again, in my opinion, not the best style to touch this white space when we didn't really change there something else, but this line we can probably fix up. So let's double check scripts, not scripts package, that we didn't mess here something up of opt of yes, theoretically what is not cool in Bash, I would use here local, that only works in functions. That is a little bit, yeah, we pollute here a little bit the environment with f and opt, but yeah, YOLO, whatever. Probably worse things, so but that is pretty cool. Added smarter optimization using O3 for hot files. Amazing stuff, right? What you can do in a one year, one pandemic, and this source distribution probably approaching being the best and most amazing and bug-free. Anyway, second thing, because not one more thing, two more things. On the Discord, Danny or someone fixed it now, building for void what? Someone posted here some video of more performance there with some kernel stuff that was something wrong with the kernel. Script needs to be updated of Linux 2.9 something that, yes, do that, close that, pause that, and GitHub that. So someone here, some Linux TK 2020, random people on YouTube, like AKA like ourselves, have here some performance stuff. Also, wait a second, 5.9. Wait a second, which kernels out? Is there a new kernel? I lose overview. What also drop frames? Darn. 5.9.8 of. Did we up? Are you freaking? I have no words. Linux will. I mean, we had. I have no words. So basically the 5.9 series is cursed beside previously of reverse engineering of you can't make the remove non-privileged user access to poor data. Intel also this is Intel REPL of this. Yeah. Anyway, this is actually not so much a Linux regression, but Intel security. Anyway. 5.9.8, I guess we want to update this live on YouTube. But what was a 7? Did we miss 7? Oh, right, the other day was 7. Yeah, you see 2020 we get Linux stable patch level updates faster than we can patch off. Anyway, what I wanted to say is, before I discovered this amazing patchery, is random people might need to be patched. They aren't supporting choosing OTB. Basically, they say faster performance and quite some percent. And I wonder, leave me in the comments below if yeah, of course you need to watch it for that. I looked already a little bit into that, so there is also the config of generic desktop profile. So in terms of yeah, of course we have our own auto-generated config. We could diff what additionally they configure there if there's something. But so the issue is, I would find it relatively interesting to find out, also maybe I clicked on config, which of those patches here results in performance changes. So they have here, not sure if clear patches is from Clear Linux, Intel, but they are not that big. They change here some C-state stuff, target residency. This alone could of course already change quite a bit for some stuff. Also CPU relax of, why do they do that? I mean, yeah, quality patches of like not CPU relax, but 1,000 times in read-write semaphore of what? Tweak owner spinning a bit of, this is even von Arjen, it's not even some random YouTube dude, it's some Arjen van de Veen of good old ZT Linux fame. But the thing is, I really wish, okay, here's MuQ, this is the scheduler of, why is here good timing frequency for desktops where it's fast and activity with great smoothness without sacrificing too much throughput of, okay, patching, there's some other hertz. But I mean, I'm not feeling, I'm not like applying random stuff. Debian dep cross patch, what the heck? It's probably just some MK-Debian stuff. So we certainly don't need to dump all of this. Mix additional kconf of TTY device. Why? What the heck? Why? Move undefined build. What the heck is going on here with this? We will make so on purpose making packages such splash utils build. I mean, this certainly doesn't have a performance impact. Not sure what exactly they do there, but I would find it somewhat interesting which of these finds. Also, this is changing scheduler CPU frequency on demand stuff. So basically, people fine tune there some stuff, and on demand is also what I actually usually run. BMQ. Basically, this is what we just clicked on before previously. Bcache is something I'm not using anyway, and this is rather large. Not interested in such humongous patches, but probably if this only is Bcache, it's not something that I run. Here's Collabora, implement mechanism to wait on any, I mean, some Vutex stuff and some scheduler changes could easily, if this is like fine-tuned and stuff, impact that. What is ACS? Is reset enable override missing ACS of PC access control service allows whether transactions allowed into redirect. I mean, this certainly doesn't affect. It's like a feature thing of maybe you want to force there something on, but what is this? Did I open that off? I did. VM scan, VM's happiness. Yeah, but 2020 is like, hey, have you tried this random dudes patch collection on? I mean, some of this stuff is debug printing anyway. Why is this changing the order here? Maybe random shit, or I don't know what. But basically, it means this. I wondered, maybe you can tune this even from Swap, but from proc. But yeah, have you tried crazy YouTubers patches in 2020? This is, by the way, probably the alternative scheduler and rather, or is it? Yeah, MuQSS scheduler. Also, the schedule alone could already make a big difference, right? So much to, yeah, I'm again leave in the comments below, does it have value for you? The schedule alone, the question is this fine-tuning of on-demand and so on doing that much, or is it mostly the scheduler? Completely fair, or what is this doing? This is some other hard thing they have in here multiple times. Thank you very much. Yeah, so the problem is I'm personally not like running all those patches because that is creating too much chaos and maintenance overhead and conflicts. But what, of course, so yeah, leave in the comments below. Also, would be interesting. Also, yeah, we don't need to try every patch here, but theoretically, you could run a performance test automatically. But yeah, I see already with the P3 patches and Octane patches, it's of course then always annoying. But yeah, if you want to patch this, let me know. You can of course drop them here into T2 and have this automatically applied. Again, personally not the biggest fan of those. Maybe I would be on-demand BMQ. Yeah, MuQSS makes certainly difference, the Greville writes. But yeah, 2020, 30 years of Linux kernel and yeah, still research and stuff. So CPU frequency on demand. Unfortunately, not a frequency up threshold 95, down factor of minus plus plus, and so up threshold a micro. There, it'd be interesting. I mean, so this thing, how would you do it in T2 if you want to try a patch like this, especially as we usually do that, would be here Linux and curl that into here. Also not that, this is the usual copy and paste in 2020. That probably looks better. I guess that probably should be, why does he name this BMQ? So let's build this. Let's just commit the Linux kernel because we have this some patch update and then the other one. And so yeah, also with our smart optimization, they finally have some more, hopefully, effect again, so that if we now build also, by the way, this is theoretically the wrong tree. Let's just commit that because certainly professionals pre-tested this, is probably compiled and is fine. Let's move this file because this is my cleaner stuff that I should actually really keep cleaner. Package zip base, space T2 clean of not clean anymore because there's so much to do. There's fully and there's fully, which is mine fully. Scripts function config default config of tempfs, of course, and then debug is off and the new smarter. Let's well, theoretically I should actually benchmark how much performance is smart and smart optimization of ours brings. I wonder, can I better produce a better log? I have the feeling maybe we could print this to standard out, maybe in GNU.org, to leave a better log of this file is optimized to better see an effect there. But basically the sad thing is also, I have the feeling I recently rebuilt GCC and do they have still, yeah, they have verbose by default, which probably I would argue should be the default end. So let's check for .c and I have so many, of course cache. And so yeah, so this would also not have an effect anymore as seen of this smart stuff previously. So yeah, good that we checked this. The closer we look and the more we do here, the more we perfect things and find bugs. So this basically means if we want some more performance, we should rebuild binutils GCC because binutils, and the cool thing is we can now see on a first glance with this new stuff binutils of profile stuff, and yeah, of course we have here some profile stuff. And yeah, theoretically I could rebuild the kernel, and the only thing is now we have 5, 9, what was it, 8? I lose overviews, all the many kernels are 5.9, 5.9.8 I think. They could already in 5.9.7 have performance fixes, so yeah. Anyway, deGraver says a problem with this patches is that there is one size fits all setting suits all architecture CPUs. Yeah, that is true. Maybe the Linux kernel, but they also see microkernel. Also, our microkernel will, of course, be less performance, but at least it. You know what? Let's build here while we talk. Binutils. I only wonder, should we print GNU org standard error? And welcome everyone. Standard error of print something. What? No. Special file data streams. Print to standard error. Where the facilities then becomes series error detected. No, not series error, but let's also I wanted to actually rename this. Let's misc tools. Let's svn move. Also, if we rename this, and this will error out. No. Smart wrapper org. Smart wrapper org. So this will also best without typo there. So this will. Oh yeah, lucky us. We just finished that. And then of course we need to adapt GCC parse config for GNU org of smart wrapper. So just that is a little bit more professional, which is what T2 is about, in contrast to YOLOing everything together. And all right, I also wanted to this tool source of org. Let's print out here a message just for a test. Maybe I even leave it in there, then comment it out, so that print probably we can what file I hope this was like that. So this is a little bit like, or does it work? Oh, this is actually, no, this would not work in Lua. I wanted to say it's a little bit like in Lua, where you don't need this for one argument, but that is in Lua only true for strings. So yeah, hot fire this, I guess that should work. Oh, also this standard error, wait a second, do we need there? Why? Oh, maybe it needs to be a string for... okay, maybe it needs it there, who knows. So let's also build the GCC. Of course, this will take a couple of minutes just for finding out how many packets GCC. Yeah, these are quite some files, and you see here some machine-specific files. So Also, why is this not twice in there? This might have actually be my manual editing fault. But theoretically, we would want to hand tune and hand merge them and have here also some PowerPC stuff, so that PowerPC and other fine builds like that also get that. Let's see, hotvar ADM log of GCC. So hot files, so we apparently really get there something that is certainly helpful for debugging. When card package GCC profile, do we really have there some splay tree in there? Splay tree, indeed. So yeah, GCC changed so little of also refactoring even 15 years later. I don't think I manually edited this, so this is in there. So you see this actually really works. This debugging stuff is actually pretty helpful, I would say. So that could theoretically result in a way snappier, and we love snappy GCCs. And again, why do we do this? Just as a summary, previous videos, 90% of the code never runs, so keep it the most compact size optimized ever, not to pollute caches and whatnot, and only optimize. Also for compiling, right? Not wait here an hour only, because compiling everything O3 is certainly way slower. So yeah, INSN stuff of attribute stuff of, yeah, this surprisingly a decade later still freaking works for the most part. And as we are here day and night and stuff for working on our fine, some say the best source Linux distribution and stuff, soon profiling all the stuff more system-wide and updating the files and Firefox and stuff. And yeah, good that we have done this now, because I had this probably here in my to-do of SmartDB per package for 2012, and now due to that I actually noticed beginning of this video there was a freaking bug in there, and we certainly want this with less bugs. So commit, that probably only was misc tools. Oh, wait a second, did I, what? Oh, we renamed this, right? Package GCC. Let's see, so we change that. This is just for debugging. All right, we need to remove that again, obviously. I leave it here in. Sometimes I leave stuff that you could often use for debugging as a hint in there. In my opinion, that is okay style. Of course, not like for every 5 or 10 lines of code, but like one. So somehow I don't really like the look of that the most. That's maybe like that. Let's see, do we have everything we also, all right, wait a second, good that this is too much. We only need that. So smart wrapper, that smart just delete of non-existing, and renamed. Maybe let's copy smart wrapper to, this is also smart, I think it was it Z or, no, we will see in a second, to smart wrapper org, and print matching hot files to standard error. Rename this to smart wrapper org and edit command to debug and call it debug to print matching hot files to standard error. Smart wrapper, and that was smart, this was without. Let's fix that just for perfection. Yeah, fuck. Oh shit. I hate when VI has a non-zero. But copy and paste. Yeah, theoretically, I'm a little bit triggered by Intel's Clear Linux. I wonder if make profile bootstrap, what you could make GCC even more amazing running, configure with build config bootstrap LTO lean. Yeah, so that takes like building all of GCC takes already 20 minutes or whatnot. I'm not really into, if again, the theory is 90% of the codes never runs. And then I'm actually, I wonder, maybe it would be an amazing thing, but to benchmark GCC's LTO lean profile, by the way, bootstrap, is this running profile and then make profile bootstrap? It's like, yeah, probably it takes an hour or something, right? Or I don't know what. The benefit of this is that it could yield similar performance, would be amazing to benchmark, but would certainly take an afternoon, easily 3 hours to just benchmark that or something. Maybe worthwhile in the long term, but the benefit of this is that it provides some profile guided stuff of what are the hot files to optimize for all the users out there, so they don't need to waste an hour of CPU cycles. 30 minutes on a 39,000, yeah, doesn't sound too bad. Also, do you build with all the Go and what stuff? Because as we see here, we already built, well, not 20 minutes, but yeah. And then probably this profile, make profile bootstrap probably doesn't cover cross builds, I would think, because the cross compiler doesn't run, probably, I guess. And this, so faster build times and maybe similar outcome, especially as I said, 90% of the code never runs or rarely. And what sense does it make to optimize, like spending 50% of your build time and hours of, if you think of distributing a distribution like IBM, Oracle, Broken Linux and Apple and stuff, spending hours each day of each developer, let's say in the T2 world, as T2 becomes more popular again, when it's just a handful of functions that contribute to 90% of your runtime potentially. Yeah, so we had checking target display tree of loopc. Yeah, so I commented this out anyway. We committed that, and then of course, so benchmarking, that isn't fair anymore, because with Linux scheduler stuff, that is a little bit the problem of this ever-changing source distribution and doing it here live on YouTube, because now potentially maybe the compiler is 5% faster, hopefully. And then benchmarking the Linux kernel power on-demand tweaks there, whether that yields some performance difference. It's like, yeah, that doesn't work like that anymore, because, nah. Anyway, C, C++, Fortran. Yeah, so this is probably SoC, yeah, 17, so this is 3 minutes, this is 6 minutes, so it's 9 minutes. And that probably was with theoretically maybe Golang or languages of C, C++, Objective-C, Go. Actually, no, Fortran probably, but yeah, who needs Fortran anyway? So got Objective-C and Go here, probably better for most folks. Anyway, theoretically, we could rebuild GCC, but yeah, I don't want to, not feeling like wasting. Let's better build our Linux kernel. And what do we get here right now of sensors, of megahertz, of proc CPU info. Yeah, this is min-max. Oh, this is, yeah, but this is only one, however it gets that from. So our online list, here's an online list actually. Grab that and sort numerically for 4.2. Yeah, that would be more interesting, and although this is somewhat comparable theoretically. I mean, we are not running the same kernel then. We are running 596 because every day in 2020 this channel IT security news and stuff broken and regressions and bugs and stuff, and every other day now Linux kernel minor update stuff because broken stuff. By the way, I wonder, do we have Linux kernel profiling? Apparently with Unicode garbage. Nah. Not. So probably what I really should do next is actually profile the Linux kernel here, so that would be, I don't know, this would be O profile. The only problem is this is system-wide profiling stuff, OPerf, so that would be like this, running that profiler started, and then OP report. And so this is only running shortly. We can also redo this. So this means here 40. You see how easily as I said, 90% of the code, right? I mean, obviously we compile something right now, but yeah, 89% of the samples here in CC1. So much to here. Probably better optimize that a little bit. Although yeah, somehow this O report stuff stinks here a little bit because somehow this doesn't make the most sense that. And there's something broken. Maybe I should use the Linux perf tools, because certainly USB core and UBC video stuff, I'm not really sure what this has to do in CC1, but probably this is in switching to kernel space and running in when that was active, I guess, maybe, but no. Also, yeah, 5% OBS, that certainly makes some sense. So theoretically, and this is the beauty, right, of our just rearranged code, having this per package. So everyone there with T2 at home on the PS3 and Octane and stuff, we can run this now on a per package basis. Again, unfortunately, you need to compile your package with debug info, and then we can create here a per package and yeah, Qt not that much, but on a per package basis, also assembler here of, yeah, assembler's not much, but we optimize this O3 right now. GNU Make, of course, yeah, so basically optimizing GNU Make, I mean, they also see, right, for the most part, spending O3 like Gentoo, eFlex O3 style of what not on Make, it's like, yeah, 0.8%. Thank you very much. Also, and Sway here for our Wayland goodness. Also, maybe we have actually a Make profile. Yeah, we have. So, by the way, also that probably could rebuild Make. So it's not like we shouldn't spend time optimizing Make. Certainly, it's a nice thing of this are the hot files of Make, and then yeah, but 1% of that. So what would be the most interesting? So for YouTube live streamers, maybe we create an OBS profile. Only need to rebuild OBS once with debugging symbols and then run here the profile, maybe improve here the scripts, because Claire's scripts I deleted some 40,000 revisions ago, or 12 years or 10 years. So yes, this also object tool of that. This is in a shell script, isn't it? Usually, or object. Oh, wait a second, object. Whatever that is. So anyway, also yeah, so running this a bit longer, this changed from this Linux kernel down to 81%, but still, but probably only because we OBS live stream, right? 8.2% OBS. I'm not really sure where this is this object tool. All right, this is probably from the Linux kernel, I guess, or is it? Anyway, yeah, GNU assembler. So binutils, we have this profile, although we should update this because always update. Gentoo doesn't recommend O3 anymore. Just like we were early, we already didn't recommend O3 back in 2003, but yeah, maybe we make this more flexible, as I said. Also, we have speed vectorized, so basically O2 also M architecture native I don't like the most. I like to optimize for whatever common subset, like, yeah, you've maybe noticed Core O2 for this portable SSD, certainly not the latest and greatest as single instruction multiple data, but otherwise it's too annoying for me. But what I wanted probably to say, and digressed a little bit, is I really urgently need to profile the Linux kernel, so that probably be the next big optimization thing here, to have a Linux kernel profile. I hope this is, by the way, OPERF. Yeah, this was OPERF. That certainly would be much more useful than patching this and random stuff. Probably I will do this next because I want to really spin new ISOs, and I think to do wise, I, as per usual, doing interesting. This is the fun part if you do this as a hobby or your YouTube stuff, because the smart stuff was here for 20.12 and not this 20, by the way. Slipped already a little bit now. Like, this is already like 10-ish, but yeah, you get the idea. Come on. Probably time to go home. I probably, wait a second, this PEM update, I think we fixed it, yeah. But anyway, it's a very good thing that I looked at this. I didn't expect to find a bug in there, but as in matching the hot file names. But this is certainly very much welcome, and a luxury case of good luck here, because otherwise all our precious built ISOs, which obviously we already built quite a few for testing, but testing, the most testing, because now our ISOs will be much more optimized, and I probably will run, you know what, I should actually, I probably should have compiled this kernel with debug symbols, because then I could do this already. Because the cool thing is, a lot of, so I expect they're mostly memory management, like something, scheduler, BetterFS. I've seen here in this trace already that there was BetterFS in there, due to complexity of modern file systems and compression. Yeah, so this somehow sucks. Not sure why all the kernel stuff is in all the processes. This somehow is. This is also, yeah. But I would hope that some of the profile, and we finished the Linux kernel in 5 minutes plus 3.5. So that is 8.5 minutes. Probably var adm package Linux. So previously we had here, it's always a little bit annoying. Yeah, I actually said maybe I need to change this to compute here the time, because manually computing this always is a little bit annoying. But this were 6 minutes, and this were, however, although, no, this is not using O3 though. Anyway, why did this take so much longer now? Although this one already took a bit longer. This here was already, maybe it's just a new 5.9 kernel, and, right, you know what, this could also have been 5.8. I once compiled here 5.8. So that might be where that be. So if this is, this was 9, so we have 8. We have 830 here, and this was, yeah, this is similar. So much to that. Anyway, yeah, Danny, it would be amazing. It would help even more if you send patches in, like, I think you had there some NFS stuff of RPC or whatever stuff, and if you post there that is needed now, then I need to go there, look, and copy and paste all the stuff together. If you already created the package for that with description and stuff, sending it in would be amazing, because that would maybe half or cut 80% of the time or something, or maybe even 90. So this is why patches are amazing and stuff. the Graver says not building for other systems. As I said, I have this portable SSD, and I sometimes take it home or plug it in some other device for testing, like yesteryear's MacBook or Mac Mini, here for PCIe accelerator card stuff. And it's even if it's just my systems, just due to the nature of yesteryear's Intel and AMD stuff, if I build natives, then I have the latest and greatest AVX and whatnot in there, and then I myself personally can't build it there on other systems, which is also why I said many times already, just-in-time compilation might be super amazing, right, for booting it and having your stuff using AVX, if your system has AVX. Danny says not that advanced learning here. Yeah, sure. Just meaning, but I think you edit there something to make NFS compile, and whatever you edit there, if you send this in as just attach those files to an email and send it my way, that may already reduce my time a bit or something. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for this video. As usual, if we discuss so much, then it always gets longer, even if this was just like, yeah, there was a bug and most stuff is amazing. I hope you learned something, and yeah, probably I switch to try to do 1 hour a day of microkernel stuff, like 1 hour a day in the night or something, like babysitting or baby and stuff, and then 1 hour of like creating some ARM low level boot stuff, like 1 hour that, like researching the stuff, copying, pasting it together and testing it in QEMU and starting to collect some stuff, like 1 Saturday weekend implementing with QEMU virt.io, PCI virt.io stuff, and to create a collection also for future YouTube videos. So you probably don't want to miss any of this. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe for PowerPC, low-level Hello World stuff for our microkernel in QEMU and real world, like Apple G4 32-bit, Apple G5 64-bit, and maybe even someday the Motorola, what was it, Blackhawk also, prep board of power reference platform stuff, and certainly SJ Octane and ARCs and stuff. And also using this as a bootloader, because the ARC load of SGI ARCs pisses me off a little bit. So hopefully in some months' time we can create a more modern bootloader already, and then some kernel and stuff. Anyway, yeah, I should create some profile here from the Linux kernel, and then finally build ISOs. Unfortunately, if you have also most people tuned out with this drop frames, which is a shame. But one thing I really need, database link. Yeah, if you send a link to this package at Discord, I still need to do all the work, right? So if you create some desk files, I would need to sit here 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and it obviously cuts down if you, instead of a link to the project, send me your desk file by email, then that would cut this dramatically. For the ISOs, my download virtual machine stuff somehow corrupted, which is really annoying and waste of time. Also somehow we lost here kernel samples. Maybe we should run this with a lower rate. But download wise, I still probably need to migrate to some distributed file system thing, which if you run anything of that would be amazing. Why did this concurrent views jump from 0 to 3 to 13 to 7? But whatever, probably. Anyway, so yeah, distributed file system. Why distributed? I don't want to run this anymore. This is super annoying for me. I don't necessarily have a backup of all this ISO stuff that is super shit now. So much to testing Clang build Linux kernel and corrupting all your system. I think it was even X4. So much to that virtual machine stuff in 2020. And my idea is to obviously modernize stuff as usual. And the problem is I just haven't found the best distributed file system. So the idea is to have certainly one distributed file system node here in the office, one at home, one somewhere else or something, or in the data center, and so that obviously due to the nature of this distributed stuff, I also not, for my workflow, not rsyncing this to the data center VM, but just like mounting the distributed file system here and copying the ISO there, and it automatically appears, hopefully replicated there. That would be my idea. Just the problem is, this is 2020. There are so many open source projects, GlusterFS and Gluster and whatnot, made on video, but the problem is super time consuming. There is not a clear winner. Like everything, for me, everything looks too much C code and too large anyway. And then, it's like, hey, the future going, there's some distributed file system stuff, and time and money testing all this stuff. It's testing all the distributed file system stuff easily a day, right? People always think like IT and stuff, but compiling all of them, setting all of them up, testing them a little bit, like plugging from Ethernet cable, see how they replicate, what is the error recovery and how often do they break, like pressing reset there, taking out an Ethernet cable there, how do they react to disconnectivity if one of those nodes is off. So yeah, if you have any notes there, leave in the comments below. Maybe I should actually like always like providing service for other people. Like, what is it also, by the way, Black? What is this? Black Blaze HD or something of Back Blaze, not. I wonder, so they have exactly this cloud stuff, right? I mean, people always say, yeah, like make money with your stuff. I always say, yeah, but developing this is on top of having your own most amazing Linux, and then instead of not making money with your most amazing Linux, because nobody knows about this until you make a YouTube channel, providing some services like distributed storage stuff, but then you're also on the hook, right? Unless you fine print no warranties and YOLO, whatever. But so theoretically, of course, we could try it, of course, right now small, but maybe I should have done this a decade ago. Maybe this is an opportunity missed. Maybe we can still do it for European cloud amazingness or something. But yeah, theoretically, of course, this is, you create solutions, you test the stuff, you provide fancy UI and web services and support and stuff. But yeah, personal backup, probably too expensive for me. And also, this is also doing Linux for 20 years, and then we should pay off like doing all the open source work and not earning much with it. And then on top, we should pay big companies who just take all the Linux open source component stuff. And server backup, computer backup of, I wonder about the cost. Probably start now. It's like, I really hate this modern single server, multiple servers. Thank you very much of cloud size under a terabyte of, anyway, obviously a decade ago rsync scaled nicely, but rsync only gets you so far, and eventually you probably also want to have some stuff more automated. In case you want to join that, I can also paste that again for you to join. And otherwise, thanks for watching. I have so much to test, to benchmark, as you also know. I wanted, this was a reflex. I wanted to open that. So, let's see. Edit stuff, desk will edit, make it more refined. I mean, you don't even need to refine it the most. And basically, my own recommendation, release often, release early. If just send it my way. Like next time, if you create some desk, just send it without refining. Just having the template already saves maybe 50% of my time or so. So yeah, have some kernel to reboot, have some profile to create, and then some ISOs. And not sure this is so annoying that this storage VM falls apart. This is hilarious. But yeah, certainly not surprising. Maybe I should have known better. Not. I guess it's Clang because I have no issue with others, and this is my Clang test VM. So and that was not a good idea. But no, we tested it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have known that it might not be amazing. And maybe this set of ISOs I could still try to rsync there and see if it survives there. But then soon, really soon, we need some more professional, more modern solution. If you watched until here and have some recommendation for distributed file system, leave in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope you learned something and to see you soon for all the next live streams and patches and stuff to come next.